Hello.
How you doing, Katabi? Tabby, how are you doing today? What would you like
I'm
for me to call you?
okay.
Kay? Okay, perfect. I can do that. Before I brought you in, we was talking about what my feelings were and what I was connecting as I was connecting to your energy. And obviously, immediately the throat went crazy and scratchy and all that good stuff. And you said you recognize that as a you recognize that and it resonated with you in regards to your grandfather, correct?
Yep.
And then the head. Now, did he have it like a receding headline, and then it started here with the skin issues? Because he was drawing my attention to the actual. Yeah, this was it. Anyway, it was
Yeah.
up. Whichever side it was, I can't remember if it was left or right, but he drew his attention to like right here, like he's rubbing it or something.
Yes.
Okay, and this was your grandfather, you were saying?
Yep.
Okay, and I had a third, two or three right before I brought you in. I just can't remember where they were. And if you remember them, great. If not, I still feel that this is the right connection because as I bring in and talk about it, I feel that it's the right thing. So I'm going to pull a card and we'll see what your grandfather has to say. And what I do is I channel as well as doing the cards and mediumship. So I pretty much just allow them to run this show. I will speak on what they tell me to say, and sometimes they make it very specific on say it this way, and sometimes they'll give me habits where I'll feel something, and they're offering that as a more validation. So as that comes through, you feel free to validate it. I'll probably ask you if it makes sense to you, and if it doesn't, that's okay. But if it does, that's great too. So let's see where Spirit wants us to go with the message, and let's see what your grandfather has to say to you. I feel like I'm sitting underneath a tree on like a warm, cool autumn or late winter night, just underneath a tree and like a lawn chair, just chilling.
Yeah.
And like watching traffic go by or just staring across the street, and nothing particular. Just that was how I felt. Oh, the beer taste in my mouth. I had a beer taste in my mouth. I don't know if I said that before we connected. Does that resonate? Did you like enjoy a beer once in a while?
Yeah.
Okay. I drink beer sometimes, but it was kind of weird tasting it without having a beer to drink. Okay, so let's see what he has to say to you, and we'll go from there, Kay. Okay, I'm posting. I feel a sense of worry, and I don't necessarily feel like you're worried about him. It's more like the feeling you're worried about some challenges that you got going on. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And the card I pulled, he wanted me to pull two cards. The first one is Clear Your Mind. And I don't use I read the caption. Sometimes it plays in. Most of the time, I just use the picture to use that as a reading, right? And then the second card is Practice Gratitude. And so the worry about these situations, and he's making me feel that I need to say this specifically this way, that he's wanting me to say that he's saying that we've taught you to follow God and everything else will fall into place. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Because that's why he's making me a point to say that exactly like that. And so he's making me feel like that he's wanting you to have faith in your higher power, whatever that looks like for you. That the challenges are there, but it's going to make you a better person as you go through it. And I almost feel like that he was that grandfather that would see you riding a bike and will kind of like knock you off of it just to develop your self-character and understand that you can accomplish anything that you want, and the obstacles are just there to make you better at whatever it is you want to accomplish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's saying that while you're going through these challenges, it's important that you connect with your higher power, whether it be through prayer, through meditation, or just quieting your mind and self-reflecting with your higher power and getting the guidance and clarity and everything that you need. But it's also even more importantly to make time for yourself. Make sure that you're getting enough time to make yourself happy and that you're not so overwhelmed by all the challenges and problems going on that you neglect yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's also mentioning and talking about appreciation for what you have, because not everybody has it. He's saying that you've been hard on yourself in regards to not having some things that you would like to have, more time, more money, whatever it may be, or something that you're beating yourself about because you didn't accomplish or do, or whatever the case may be. But he's just saying, when you start practicing gratitude and appreciation, you get more of it. So show more appreciation, show the higher powers that you're grateful for what you have, and then they'll give you more. Don't be foolish with what you have. Be respectful and a good steward of what you've been given. I immediately am starting to feel emotional, and I don't know if the situation is emotional or if you and your grandfather had a really tight connection and there's some emotional going on right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's making me feel like that you and him, or the kids in general, but I'm seeing an image of one child and him, so since I'm doing the reading for you, by deduction I'm assuming it's you, that you and him or the kids, whatever, would sit and actually just watch the sun go down. He said he would like to watch the sun come up, but you guys wouldn't get up that early. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So he's wanting you to not focus on the things that's going on, but on the other hand, focus on being appreciative of what you have and what is going on, and the ability to be able to go through these things and still be somewhat okay. To be able to go through these things and still be able to pay some of the bills, if not all the bills. Be appreciative of whatever. And when things are really super bad, dissect it and look for what is the positive in there. Look for the good and be grateful of that. And then you're going to start eliminating some of the negativity and some of the stress, and you'll start getting more good stuff. I feel like this gentleman was a very strong faith-willed type person, because he keeps referring to the higher powers and God and being a good steward of what you've been given.
Yeah.
He's showing me a lady, his wife or your mom or somebody in passing with him. But I feel like that he's here and he's like, oh, and she's here. Kind of like he's doing all talking, but whoever this lady is was kind of usually a passive person, and he ran the show. So I almost feel like his grandma or somebody connected with him. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, his wife.
Pardon me?
His wife.
His wife. And okay, and she's kind of a passive lady where he spoke and then she would speak after he was done, or if she had any thoughts, she'd wait till he allowed her to come in before he would he kind of like spoke for the family. He was the old school way where the husband was the head of the household, and then he offered his opinion, everybody else did. They had to wait till he was done. That's the kind of vibe I get. So he's referencing that she's here too. So there's both coming in and basically checking up on you and kind of encouraging you to practice your gratitude and be thankful, and to balance out your life and how things have been going. They're saying if you balance it out, it's going to be much easier. So it's almost like they know that you're going through these struggles, and they're here to help you. They are referencing the fact that they don't want you to lose faith that you can't talk or communicate with them. So I almost don't know if you sometimes question if you communicate and you don't get the response you want, so you don't know if they are listening, or if you just don't feel them around or something, that it feels like there might be a little disconnect on that. And he's wanting to reassure the fact that he is around, he's hearing when you're talking to him. And he tries to give you signs, but you don't always connect with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, many blessings to you. Hopefully that helps you, and hopefully you found some substance in that reading for yourself.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.